presentation about creating an introduction. It's the presentation from the Toastmasters International. And myself, when I was preparing to this presentation, I found out a lot of things about speaker's introduction. And today I'll try not only introducing about the introduction, also I'll try to give some examples from my own experiences. I think not everyone is comfortable with the speech introduction, and sometimes unexpected introduction can get confused. Can give some bad feelings to the speaker, even to the most prepared speaker. So while introduction can be challenging to organize and to present, it's also is very necessary part of our Toastmasters meeting. And here, well-crafted introduction enhances presentation. So here is the importance. Three important things of introduction. First one is smooth transition. What is the smooth transition? Toastmaster need to refocus interest of the audience from the previous activity to the next activity. And the second one is proper mindset. And always audience, they want some background information about the speaker and about the speech details of the speaker. This one is proper mindset. And speaker authority, always good introduction helps to establish the speaker's background in the subject. So, for example, its topic is education, for example. Introducer must to introduce if to the audience if that speaker has 3 school-aged children. And introduction always must be brave. For that, you need to follow 3 general essentials. Here's the speaker's name. In my experience as a Toastmaster, I'm very bad for remembering the names, especially when saga. When I was announcing the name of the saga, always it was very difficult for me. Sagamjan Abduahab, for example, and don't repeat my mistake. As a Toastmaster, always announce the names very clear. Always try to remember. And the next one is speech topic. Give clear background, some short summary about the topic of the speech of speaker, and the speech title. Speech title always will announce at the end of the introduction. Most of us know about that. And Toastmasters essentials. As a Toastmaster, your introduction must include some Toastmasters essentials. Here are the 3 elements: speech assignment, speech objectives, and delivery time. The first one, speech assignment, in your introduction must include from which manual your project is. For example, maybe speaker's project is from competent communication manual or advanced communication manual, or from pathways manuals. And the second and the third one, it's the task of our speech evaluators. But anyway, Toastmasters must to remind speech evaluators to announce and to pronounce clear these two details, speech objectives and delivery time. It's very important. And drafting the introduction. As you draft an introduction, you need to imagine yourself in the position of the speaker. So approach, maybe imagine yourself what kind of manner would make you appreciated and welcomed as a speaker. Just imagine it as in the position of the speaker. And thanks. Your introduction must be minimum 30 seconds and maximum 45 seconds. Delivery. Not in Toastmasters Club, not only like a prepared speech, we need to rehearse our speeches. Also, as a Toastmaster, before the meeting, we need to rehearse our introduction for being more confident, and it always like gives some interest to the audience. Clarification. And this one is very important sometimes, because before the meeting, 1 or 2 days before, Toastmasters need send some message or ask speakers, maybe speakers want add some suggestions about themselves, maybe they want add some information about their speech details or background of their topic. Flying restaurant. Primary purpose of introducer is to lead the audience to the presentation of the speaker, to speaker's presentation. So when you are planning to give presentation, when you are planning your introduction, you need to follow some don'ts. Don't upstage the speaker. Don't reveal speech details. And don't surprise the speaker. The first one is don't upstage the speaker. You need to refocus the attention of the audience to the speaker, not to yourself. So sometimes you need to tell less anecdotes from your experiences, and also less tell about your opinions. And don't reveal speech details. Never should be previewed in introduction speech details. Never do that. And don't surprise the speaker. Sometimes some Toastmasters introduction includes some not so good information, so it can embarrass the speaker. So that's why be sure that check your information in the introduction, because Toastmasters always need to support speakers. And don't praise the speaker's skills. And it was a surprise for me also, like, because in our club we always like love to say like praise the speakers, who is about their skills, and sometimes in this presentation says that Toastmasters International presentation says that it's better let the audience decide about the skills of the speaker. So don't rely on cliches. Your time is very valuable, so don't not use the phrases like this person, this speaker, no need introduction, or it gives me order to introduce this person. In this presentation also says like, try not using these kind of phrases in your introduction. Don't save the speaker's name until last. I also want to give some example from my own experience. And once, I don't know, Almat remember or not, I don't remember the name of the speaker, but I remember that the evaluator of that speaker was Almat, and I was the Toastmaster in that day. It was award session. I was going to announce the name of the winner of the best speaker. I wanted to say, this award is going to the person whose evaluator was Almat Chuvashev, and he stood up and he was going to the stage. You remember? I don't know. And he thought that he's the best speaker, and it was like one of the big fails from my Toastmasters experiences. And don't repeat my mistake, please. And also follow the speaker's responsibilities. Be available to offer speech-related information. Inform the introducer of any special considerations. And writing the introduction is only half of the job. And another half is you need to know some etiquettes of the Toastmasters, of the introducers. And here is, for example, speak to the audience. It means you need to keep your eye contact all the time and lead the applause. And when speaker's name stated for the last time, you need to begin applauding and shake hands. Sometimes we forget to shake hands, and it's also etiquette of the Toastmasters Club. And leave the lectern. When sometimes when, as a Toastmaster, when we are inviting our speaker to the stage, we are crossing the way of the speaker, and don't cross in front of or behind of the speaker. When you are returning to your seat, you just need to, by moving away from the speaker, and show interest. And when you return to your place, when you're sitting here in front of the stage with the audience, show your interest to the speaker. And it always like motivate our speakers that the audience is, and also Toastmasters is showing their interest. Introductions are only the beginning. And when after including the speech of the, when speaker included he or his speeches and he returned to his or her place, you need to give like around about 30 seconds summary, your comments about the speech's ideas, points of entertainment, how the speech helped the audience, and words of thanks and appreciation. And in conclusion, I want to say that most of us who want to be master of the Toastmaster, I think we'll have the master the art of the introduction, and we'll earn the gratitude of the audience and also speakers' gratitude. Thank you. I think this presentation, from this presentation, you also found out some new things as me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.